Wrestle Freaks. I'm your host, Alicia Warrington. This guy right here, you've seen him on Ring of Honor, Impact, all over the place. New Japan Pro. He's been everywhere.
I've been everywhere, like these cameras.
He's been everywhere just like the cameras. And tonight, he makes his debut here at PCW Ultra. This is A.C.H.
How you guys doing?
You want to be called Albert or A.C.H.?
Whatever makes the interview more comfortable.
A.C.H.
Okay, if that makes it more comfortable. Whatever works.
How are you feeling about your debut here tonight at PCW?
I'm excited because it's been a very long time since I've been in California. So I remember the
You're
last time
based in Texas?
Yes, based in Texas. So it's just one flight, which is great. But I remember the atmosphere always being so good. And it's California, so you never know who shows up.
Right.
So sometimes you're performing in front of like movie stars, rap stars, underground stars. So everybody comes.
You're a top performer around here. You are in the indie scene. You're a top guy. They might use you anywhere tonight.
Oh, thank you.
They could surprise us.
I never really looked at myself like that, really.
You didn't?
No.
You're selling yourself short.
I mean, humble on the outside, confident on the inside.
Okay.
You know, that type of feeling. But that's good to know that you're appreciated.
What are you going to bring to PCW tonight that they don't already have on the roster?
The energy, the entertainment value of professional wrestling, also the athleticism. I like to think that, God's blessed me with a wide range of talents, and being able to captivate a crowd is one of them. What I'm gonna bring is something completely different than anyone else on the roster today.
For the fans who haven't yet experienced A.C.H., what's your style? How do you describe yourself?
Man, I've switched up my style so much. I'm still considered a high flyer, but a lot of my things are more ground-based, a little bit more hard-hitting. If I have to go off the top rope, I will.
Okay.
Only if needed.
Okay.
It's not the first thing I do anymore. I'm trying to walk down the aisle when I get married.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do. A lot of people say, oh, you want to play with your kids when you get old? Yeah, that too. But you got to get to the altar first before you get there. You know what I mean?
Growing up, you were into a lot of the lucha libre style wrestling, those types of wrestlers?
I was a WCW fan, so I was I was that kid. Really? Okay. See, I never went to any live events. I think I went to like one WWF live event, but other than that, I never went to any live events growing up. It was all TV. So that's how I was captivated, was through the television.
Now, did you ever think that you'd be sharing the same, like you'd be on the same card as like Rey Mysterio, Alberto Del Rio?
No, not at all. Not at all. Even still to this day, when I'm like sitting in Japan and I'm like in my hotel and I'm looking outside and I'm just like, I thought I was gonna be local my entire career. I did, and I had accepted that just because I love professional wrestling so much that I was like, I'm okay with doing this. You know what I mean? So whenever I have the opportunity to come like California and people are saying, oh, you're in high demand, to me it's the most humbling experience because I just thought I was gonna be local and I was okay with that.
Now, side note, my friend Walter, he's a bass player. He plays for a pop guy named Jake Miller. Now, Walter is he has a sick shoe collection.
Oh!
Okay? Now, I think it's a sick obsession. Walter, you're crazy. I think you have the same shoe fascination, obsession. Now, Walter's problem is when he goes on tour, what shoes do you bring? Do you have this problem?
Do
you have this shoe problem?
That is me and my friend, he's also a shoe collector like myself, and we always laugh at because as a shoe collector, of course, you have many shoes.
Yes.
It's easy to find an outfit, but the hardest thing is literally going into the closet, picking a pair of shoes because you have choices. Like I have a ton of red shoes thanks to Michael Jordan.
You have the top shelf shoe. You
got the top shelf, middle shelf, got the ones on the floor, and the ones on the floor are actually still in the box. I mean, actually all my shoes are in the box. The only shoes that are actually out of the box are mostly my NMDs and my Air Maxes and maybe a pair of my 5s.
So you guys would get along.
He probably has more than I do. Shoes are great. I love them. I can't, like, to me too, like growing up, my mom used to buy what she wanted me to buy. So if I was like, oh mom, I want these Jordans, she's like, nah, you getting these Adidas. And I was okay with it. And then like when I was able to start buying my own shoes, I got into shell toe Adidas. Okay. That was my thing. I had so many pairs of shell toe Adidas, and then I got out of that, then got into Puma Classics, and then I got out of that, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just get me a pair of Jordans, and then it hasn't stopped. And then it just went from NMDs to Air Max. I'm addicted.
When I was a teenager, my mom bought me suede Patrick Ewing shoes. But I lived in Michigan, so we had snow. Okay. I had all kinds of suede spray. I brushed those shoes every day. I went to a concert one time. I was like 15, I think, and somebody threw me up like in the mosh pit, and I lost one of the shoes.
Oh my! I would have fainted.
I didn't know what to do, and I have OCD, so I didn't want to. I'm not walking on that floor.
I agree.
It was a disaster.
I have like maybe 4 or 5 different shoe apps, and
this is crazy.
I go through like different websites to look up different prices. I bid on shoes. I mean, I do pretty good. I mean, it's all about where you shop and how you shop.
MC Hammer or Vanilla Ice?
Oh, MC Hammer. Better entertainer, and it was authentic. It was real. And he gave us pumps and the bumps with the leopard thong.
En Vogue or Destiny's Child?
Oh, En Vogue, because you gotta know where we started. Exactly.
Favorite finishing move?
I've been using the Brain Buster.
Greatest wrestler of all time?
Oh my goodness. Diamond Dallas Page, maybe, or Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
And someone was not happy with that diamond. He was not happy with that diamond. He is the true people's champ.
Okay, I'm gonna ask that person the same thing. Then we'll see what he says.
Yeah, because I already know who he's gonna say.
There you have it, everybody. A.C.H. Thank you for hanging out here with us today on Heavy Wrestle.
Heavy Wrestle.
And we're gonna see you tonight.
Oh, they're gonna see all of me.
You're gonna see everything tonight.
Diamond Dallas.
Yeah, dude, he was one of my favorite wrestlers.